this technique work. If I'm here with Oliver, first and foremost, if I can help it, I can have this be my first step if I want, but certainly before I pass this arm over, I want to have this foot across. Pretty much everybody was doing that. I really want to point that out, however, that I want to make sure that I'm really anchoring my angle beforehand. And one little detail I like to use to make sure that this happens is instead of releasing this one and bringing this one across, I put my foot on the thigh, so the outer rim of my foot is right on Oliver's thigh, and that lets me push this one across without any resistance. If I release now that he might lift that knee and I can't pass it, or he might scoop under my leg or something, I'm here, I brace down on that one, so I loosen my hook, I brace down, then I pass up and across. And I like to get a little bit up on the belly. I'm not down on his hip bone, I'm up a little bit higher. And I can still be threatening a choke here, but I have this. I either loop this over the top, or I just blatantly release and brace. At this point, he knows the game. Now when I'm here, I'm going to swing this leg, and with a little bit of momentum, I want to swing my hips to the back of his shoulder. I don't want to try to finish this here, where my hip is kind of under his spine somewhere. I really want a little bit of that momentum. So my hip swivels a little bit. When my leg swings, my hip cups right underneath his scapula. At which point, this hand releases, snaps right to the wrist. Now, I'm hugging with one arm, and this hand of mine is grabbing his wrist and making sure his pinky is facing my sternum. This is a really important detail. If I'm hugging with both arms, Oliver might turn his thumb this way or something, and now when I press my hips up, I'm kind of forcing the bend here. I'm not really getting a tap. As I'm hugging, this hand that released from his head, when this one came over, grabs the wrist. Alex was doing it. Boom, right here. Pinky to the sternum, knees super tight, heels down, lift. Yep. So, just reiterate some of those details. Here, the position. I cup, I can capture this thing, my leg's going to come over and across, at which point I can maintain my grip or I can bail on it. Either way, I want a little bit of that swivel in my hips. Boom. Notice I'm finishing him with him down. If anybody's getting taps, if we're here, sit up, Oliver. If anybody's getting taps kind of like this, it's not necessarily bad, but I really do want you guys to emphasize when this leg comes over, it should be bang. Like you're putting him down with that leg, and you're here. There shouldn't be any opportunity for him to start stacking you and lean into you and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. The back of that knee is heavy. This point on your body is the heaviest point on your body when you make that transition. So one more time for here, choke off, boom, swing. See how my hips come right behind the scapula. This hand releases as soon as my leg goes over and it goes to where? Wrist. Yeah, make it as pinky face me. Knees super tight, heels digging down. I lift my hips, very easy submission from there.